What's up, everyone? My name is Jason Sims. Welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Opinions. Now, this video's topic is going to cover the discussion of why, in my opinion, Ivy League schools are not worth it for undergraduate education, and how it can be more appropriated towards grad school in terms of PhDs, if you want to pursue higher education, further education, all that other stuff. Alright, so in my opinion, Ivy League schools for undergraduates, regardless of which one you go to, whether it's Brown, Yale, Stanford, Princeton, Harvard, and the other seven, because there are 12 Ivy League schools within that category. In my opinion, Ivy League schools for undergraduate to pursue your undergrad is a total waste of money. And yes, I know it's prestigious and all that. It's going to be on your resume saying, ooh, I graduated from Brown, from Harvard, from Stanford, from Princeton, or whatever. But in the end, you're going to rack up a massive amount of student loan debt if you aren't within the scholarship program, if you're not on the student aid program or grants or within that spectrum. And yeah, so straight out the gate, if you attend an Ivy League school without any tuition help, you're going to be looking at least a couple, if not a few, six figures worth of debt when you graduate. And yes, I know people are gonna write in the comment section, or they're gonna badger me and berate me saying that nowadays, with college being so exorbitantly expensive, that you're gonna rack up student loan debt regardless. Yes, I know that's true. No matter, regardless, if you're going to an Ivy League school or if you're going to an in-state school, yes, you will rack up, if you don't have federal aid or grants or scholarships, that you will rack up, student loan debt regardless. However, compared to Ivy League schools and just regular public in-state schools or even in-state private schools, it will be a fraction of the cost and the debt that you will rack up at the end of your college journey, whether or not it's 2 years, whether you drop out, whether it's the full 4 years, if it's 5 or 6 years, depending on your major and depending on if you are indecisive about which major you want to cement yourself in. Because that was me. My first year and a half to 2 years, I thought that I wanted to pursue medicine or something within the realm of medicine, like chemistry, biology, to pursue a career in pharmaceuticals as a pharmacist, like my mom was, or any other medically related or chemistry related field. But then about a little bit more than halfway through my college career, I want to say most likely my second semester sophomore year. Yeah, so my second semester sophomore year, I completely changed courses from medicine to focusing my degree and my pursuit and my career in law enforcement. And also within, like political science. I dabbled a little bit with political science, but it was more within the realm of law enforcement and criminal justice. Anyway, currently I have student loan debts roughly nearing $50,000. And to me, that still sounds like a staggering amount. However, when I see all these anecdotal news posts either in the news or on social media, I see some students finishing undergrad with close to $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 worth of student loan debt. And yeah, I just spit on the screen again, my bad. Yeah, I see some students who are graduating from, yes, they are more prestigious, colleges and universities. I graduated from Rutgers, New Brunswick in New Jersey. Shout out to Rutgers, even though they keep on pestering me with requests to donate to their schools. I'm like, yo, chill the hell out. I still owe you guys $50,000 worth of student loan debt, and you are requesting that I donate to your school? No. No, get out of my face. No, find that money somewhere else. No, I ain't paying you no damn donation. I still owe you guys $50,000. And that's in debt, so no. Anyway, yeah, I know that it would sound exciting to be accepted into an Ivy League institution that's prestigious, that, like I said before, it looks good on your resume. But how long? Okay, well, also depending on which major you are pursuing and which college and which career path you decide to pursue. But still, like just picturing and imagining having 6 figures worth of student loan debt, to me, it's not worth it. In my opinion, it's a better blueprint to follow the steps of attending an undergraduate school that is within your state, so that way you don't have to pay out-of-state tuition for a different public or private university in this undergrad. That's not Ivy League. Work whatever career that falls into the realm of the major that you graduated in. And I know that a lot of people who graduate from undergrad don't do that, and that's perfectly fine too. So either pursue a career that you graduated with, or any other career of your choosing. It's all ultimately up to you. Pay off your student loan debts when you are within the workforce. And once you pay all that off, once you pay off any other expenses, any other expenditures that you might have occurred over time after you paid off your student loan debt, and once you have a stable, steady income that will be a foundation for you to be able to sustain yourself, then if you want to further your education, to increase your income when it comes time to negotiating a promotion, or to climb up the ranks, which is a promotion, then when you have more stability, then okay, then you can pursue a graduate degree, and ultimately it's your choosing. Then pursue Harvard, pursue Yale, pursue Princeton, Stanford, Brown, whatever. But even then it's gonna be so exorbitantly more expensive. Yeah, I mean, just the fact that college costs are incrementally increasing in tuition alone, I mean, that'll be a different video. But yeah, in my opinion, it's not smart to go head first, to dive in head first into an Ivy League school for undergrad, because you're already going to be swimming in debt. You're going to be swimming in the red, and you're going to be drowning. Like I said, depending on which career path that you decide to pursue, hopefully whatever career path you choose to pursue within that Ivy League school, hopefully it'll be a lucrative career. But also that's dependent on what someone's passion is, what someone's interests are. But yeah, I think the smartest route, stick with undergrad. Well, no. So hold on, scrap that. Stick with an in-state public or even private institution. the tuition will be a little bit more expensive, but it won't be extraordinarily expensive. It won't be extraordinarily more expensive. Follow the path of going, if you decide to go to college, follow the path of going to a public or private institution of education within your career path, well, for your career path, to get your degree, and then go to, and later on, once you graduate, then if you really want to, then pursue an Ivy League school for graduate school. And here are the numbers. So this is from the website collegetuitioncompare.com. And one statement says here, the average undergraduate tuition and fees for Ivy League is $56,631 in the academic year 2019 to 2020. That is insane. That's just a lot of freaking money. And to put that into perspective, my tuition from Rutgers undergrad for 4.5 years, because I was flip-flopping. I was still unsure of which degree I wanted to pursue, but now I graduated with a criminal justice degree. I majored in criminal justice and I minored in theater arts. Maybe with interest. Actually, no, probably with interest. My tuition for 5 years of undergrad at Rutgers, New Brunswick, that equates to 1 semester of college at an Ivy League school. That's freaking crazy. And the next sentence is, Columbia University in the city of New York has the highest undergrad tuition and fees of $61,788. And Harvard has the lowest tuition and fees of $51,925 among Ivy League. That what? Huh? Yeah, and it says, for graduate programs, the year 2020 average graduate tuition and fees of the schools, I mean, it's a little lower. It's $47,573. Yeah. Essentially, 1 semester of a graduate program, on average, for an Ivy League school is the same. That equates to how much I owe. Well, actually, no. That, before interest, I still owe less money in debt to Rutgers University in New Brunswick. For 5 years, I still owe less than that before interest for 1 semester, or compared to 1 semester of a graduate program for an Ivy League. So, yeah. School in general is expensive, and that's going to be another video, like I said earlier. That's another video. But 1 semester of a graduate program is still what, $3,000 more expensive than what I owe to Rutgers before interest. And let's go going down the list. Wow. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go down the list of all the Ivy League schools and their tuition fees. Okay, so for Brown, the tuition and fees for undergrad is $58,404. That's essentially equates to the same price of, I want to say, maybe a new Audi. Yeah, that equates to, that equates to the same cost of a brand new Audi with all of its perks. In undergrad, oh, that's cute. For undergrad, they lowered the price a little bit by a few $100. Well, not by a couple $100. The graduate tuition and fees. Oh, by the way, this is for 4 or more years. Well, I mean, well, anyway, the graduate tuition and fees is $58,180. That's still a lot of money. Okay, and one more important key. The salary after 10 years of graduation, $89,100. I mean, long term, I can kind of understand that the pros may outweigh the cons. Like, okay. But that's after 10 years of graduation. Wow. Okay, Columbia, the most expensive of the Ivy Leagues. Tuition and fees, undergraduate, $61,788. For graduate school, $48,968. Salary after 10 years of graduation, $115,600. Okay, not bad. Cornell, undergraduate, $57,222. Graduate, $29,585. Not gonna lie, graduate school is way cheaper. Way cheaper. At least 2 to 2.5 times less expensive than undergrad. And the salary after 10 years of graduation, $101,200. Okay. Dartmouth. Not gonna lie, I either completely forgot or did not know that Dartmouth was part of the Ivy League umbrella. Anyway, undergraduate, $57,638. In graduate, $55,947. Salary after 10 years of graduation, $110,200. Harvard, undergrad tuition and fees, $51,925. Graduate, $49,214. Salary after 10 years of graduation, $139,100. By the way, if you want to see these figures for yourself, I'm going to link the Ivy League information in the description below, so don't forget to check that out. And also, I'm going to compare the average cost of college, that's public and private, that is not Ivy League as well. Princeton, okay. So Princeton, undergraduate, $52,800. Graduate, $53,770. Salary after 10 years of graduation, $116,300. University of Pennsylvania, undergrad, $57,770. Graduate, $40,182. Salary after 10 years of graduation, $131,600. Okay, that's pretty decent. And wait, was that 12? I have Yale last to discuss on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was only 8. I thought there were 12. Hold on. How many Ivy Leagues are there? Oh, I lied. Oh, okay. I thought that there were 12. My bad. There are 8 Ivy League schools. Okay, that was my mistake. There are 8. Anyway, so we covered 7 out of 8. 8 out of 8 will be Yale. Tuition and fees: undergrad 55,500, graduate 43,300, salary after 10 years of graduation $124,400. At first, I was contemplating to myself, okay, maybe, I mean, depending on the job market and depending on which career you decide to pursue, I guess it would be worth it to go to, I mean, I'm still leaning towards the decision that Ivy League for undergrad is still not worth it. Because undergrad, depending on which Ivy League school you choose to attend, it's still either half of $100,000 or more to attend. And that's just for undergrad, and that's just for 1 year. So any undergraduate can easily expect a bill after 4 or more years to be well over, I want to say, $250,000, $300,000, and that's before interest. Once interest kicks in, yeah, that's before interest. Yeah. I mean, also, since, I mean, the salary after 10 years of graduation, but that's after 10 years. You're gonna have to pay that off for an extremely long amount of time. And to me, it's just not worth it. To me, in general, just going to an Ivy League school, I think it's all about the prestige. And I mean, yes, also, you have to have stellar academics to even be considered to be admitted. Because the admission rate for these schools, let's see, Brown 7%, Columbia 5%, Cornell 11%, Dartmouth 8%, Harvard 5%, Princeton 6%, UPenn 8%, Yale 6%. Yeah. And considering that the United States population is, let's see, I want to say that the US population currently in the year 2020, actually that's a tricky one because a lot of people are dying this year. Okay, so let's do just a quick search. US population before and after Corona 2020. Let's see. Okay. So this is from the New York Times. Even before coronavirus, America's population was growing at slowest rate since 1919. Oh, actually interesting. Okay. Let's see. What are the figures? Oh, it's a short article. I have to find it. Let's see. No, they're not giving me the figures. Let's go to a different website. Like, you know what? Let's just do US population on 2019. Okay. So the US population in 2019 was 328.2 million people. So let's just do a little bit of quick math. Let's do a little bit of quick math. Okay, so So let's just do Brown, for example. Brown University. So that's 0.07% times how much? What was the population? 328 million. 328 million. Okay. So for Brown University's acceptance rate, with the population of the United States in 2019, so let's say, for example, if all 328.2 million people in the United States applied to Brown University, about roughly 30 million people, exactly 22,960,000 people would be accepted. I'm not doing the math for the other 7. Now let's compare the cost of the average in-state tuition. Okay, so for the average cost of college for in-state. This is coming from, okay, so like I said, so the website is educationdata.org, and they have 4 They have 4 separate categories. One for a 2-year in-state public tuition. Then they have in-state 4-year public institution. Then they have 4-year out-of-state public institute. In-state 4-year public institution. And then they have a 4-year private institution. So for the in-state 2-year public institution, it's going to be roughly $12,720, already fractions cheaper than the Ivy Leagues. So $3,730 tuition and fees, $8,990 for room and board. Now for in-state public 4-year institution, it's going to be $21,950. Wow, okay, so for the tuition and fees, it's going to be roughly $10,440. Room and board, $11,510. For 4-year public out of state, it's going to be roughly $38,330. With tuition and fees, $26,820, and room and board, $11,510. For a 4-year institution, nonprofit private, it's going to be $49,879, with $36,880 in tuition and fees, with $12,990 room and board. Now there is a 5th field that says the total average. I keep on spitting on my. Oh, damn it! I have to learn how to stop sending spittle on my computer screen. The average total price for a 4-year degree is approximately $122,000. Now they have 4 breakdown categories: $50,880 for a public 2-year institution in state. Already that's expensive. $87,800 for a public 4-year institution in state. $153,320 for a public 4-year institution out of state. Excuse me. And close to $200,000 for a private nonprofit 4-year institution. The figure that they have here is $199,500. In general, college is expensive, but when you do the breakdown comparison, still, Ivy League for undergraduate is not worth it. Go to a public, preferably in-state education institution for undergrad, get your degree, go into the work field, make your money, whatever field it may be, whether it is within the realm of your degree or if it's outside of your degree. It's your choice. Pay off your student loan debts as quickly as possible. Make your money, grow your income, make your bank account as fat as possible first, after you pay off your student loan debts, or actually while you're paying your student loan debts. And then if you really want to, like if you have this deep yearning, pulling at your heart desire to go to an Ivy League grad school program, then by all means do it. Because that way, you paid off all your student loan debts for undergrad since it was much cheaper from the get-go. And then once you start making more money, then you can pursue a higher degree with an Ivy League. So, like I said, that's just my opinion. Those are just my thoughts. And if you enjoy these videos, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, because I will be covering a wide range of topics. These ideas, they will be random, and they will be, these are sporadic ideas. I never cover just one specific issue. I cover a broad range of issues, and these are just my opinions, like I stated before. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way you get notified of whenever I upload a video, and let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you agree with my opinion that going to undergrad first, graduating, paying off your student loan debt, and then if you really want to increase your income, going back to an Ivy League, go to an Ivy League school, or even go back to a public school if you want to save more money for your graduate degree and earn more money from there. Or if you disagree, if you're saying, oh, I really want to go to an Ivy League school, I just got accepted, it's so exciting, my parents are excited, I'm excited, it's so prestigious. If you disagree as well, let me know in the comments below. I want to hear what your thought process is for either or option, agree or disagree. And like I said, I will link to both websites in the description below so that way you can take a look for yourself. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Peace!